Life is such that at some point, someone will hurt you. They will betray your trust, speak against you, or even try to pull you down. This is the nature of the world. But what you do with that hurt is what defines the quality of your life. You see, most people believe revenge means doing something to hurt the other person back. But tell me, if you drink poison and expect the other person to suffer, does it work? No, that is exactly what hatred and resentment do. They destroy you, not them. So what is the best revenge? It is not about proving something to others. It is about transforming yourself in such a way that their negativity no longer affects you. It is about rising so high that their actions become irrelevant in your life. The best revenge is to become so successful, so joyful, and so full of life that they see you and realize their actions had no power over you. Instead of wasting your energy plotting against them, invest it in your growth. When someone hurts you, the natural reaction is to feel angry, betrayed, or even vengeful. The mind starts weaving scenarios where you prove them wrong, where they regret their actions, where they finally acknowledge the pain they caused you. But tell me, does that change anything? Does that truly heal you? Or does it keep you shackled to the same pain, making your entire life about them? The moment your energy is directed toward proving something to others, you are no longer living for yourself. You are allowing them to dictate your actions, your emotions, and your growth. If someone doubted you, if they insulted you, if they abandoned you, what is the greatest response? It is not anger. It is not hatred. It is to rise so high in your own journey that their words and actions become irrelevant. Let your success, your strength, and your unwavering focus on your own path be the answer. The world does not remember those who spend their lives in bitterness, but it remembers those who used every challenge as fuel to go beyond their limitations. Think of a tree standing in a storm. If the wind is harsh and someone tries to break it, what does the tree do? It does not fight back. It does not get angry. It simply continues to grow, reaching higher toward the sky, spreading its roots deeper into the earth. One day it becomes so tall and so strong that those who try to break it cannot even reach its branches anymore. This is how you must be. Grow so much, evolve so much, that those who try to put you down can do nothing but watch as you rise. Many people waste their time seeking revenge in ways that only consume them further. They think by insulting the other person, by getting back at them, they will feel better. But tell me, if you roll in the mud to fight a pig, who suffers more? The pig is already used to the mud, but you will lose your own dignity. Instead of reacting to the dirt thrown at you, cleanse yourself so well that no filth can stick to you. When your mind is filled with purpose, with passion, with an unshakable commitment to creating the best version of yourself, no insult, no betrayal, no attempt to bring you down can ever succeed. Do not become a prisoner of what happened. Instead, use it as a stepping stone. Every time someone tells you that you cannot, use that as motivation to show yourself that you can. Every time someone tries to stop you, use that as a reason to push forward even harder. Not because you need their validation, but because you have something far greater to achieve. Energy is a limited resource. If you waste it thinking about those who hurt you, you will have nothing left for the life you want to build. But if you channel every bit of it into your own growth, your transformation will be the loudest answer, and success will be the only revenge you ever need. Forgiveness is not about them, it is about setting yourself free. Carrying resentment is like carrying a heavy rock, it slows you down. When you drop it, you become lighter and move faster. When someone hurts you, it is natural to feel the weight of that pain pressing down on your heart. The mind replays the betrayal, the words spoken, the actions that cut deep. You may think, how could they do this to me? And they don't deserve my forgiveness. But tell me, who truly suffers from this burden? The person who hurt you may have already moved on. They may not even be thinking about it, but you, if you hold on to resentment, you become the one carrying the poison of that moment for days, months, or even years. Resentment is a prison of your own making. Every time you think about what they did, you relive that pain. You give them space in your mind, allowing them to control your emotions long after the event has passed. It is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But that is not how life works. The more you hold on to the pain, the more you allow it to shape your thoughts, your actions, and your future. Forgiveness is not about saying what they did was right. It is not about excusing their actions. It is about refusing to let their actions define your life. It is about taking back control. When you forgive, you are not doing them a favor, you are doing yourself a favor. You are breaking free from the cycle of pain. You are choosing to live in the present instead of being trapped in the past. Think of your mind as a clear, flowing river. When resentment enters, it is like a large rock placed in the middle. The water becomes disturbed, the flow is interrupted, and over time the river is no longer smooth. The longer the rock stays, the more dirt and debris collect around it, making the water muddy. But the moment you decide to remove the rock, the water begins to flow freely again. This is what happens when you let go of anger and resentment. Your mind becomes lighter, clearer, and open to new experiences. Some believe that holding on to anger gives them strength, that it fuels their determination to succeed. But strength that comes from pain is not true strength, it is merely resistance. True strength comes when you no longer need that pain as motivation, when you are driven by your own purpose rather than by the desire to prove something to others. If your success is fueled by anger, it will never bring peace. It will always feel incomplete because your mind is still attached to the past. But when you let go, when you free yourself from the weight of that pain, your success becomes effortless, joyful, and fulfilling. There is no greater freedom than releasing the chains of resentment. There is no greater power than refusing to let someone else's actions dictate your inner state. The moment you forgive, you take back your energy, your focus, and your peace. You stop being a victim of the past and become the master of your own future. Life is too short to carry unnecessary burdens. The lighter you walk, the further you go. If someone tried to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Do not go down to their level, rise higher. Use that energy to build something so magnificent that their words and actions fade into insignificance. When people attempt to hurt or destroy you, it is often not because of who you are, but because of who they are not. They see something in you that they wish they had: strength, resilience, courage, or perhaps a vision of life that they cannot comprehend. Instead of acknowledging their own limitations, they project their feelings of inadequacy onto you, hoping to break you so they can feel better about themselves. But in truth, their attempt to bring you down only reveals their own insecurity, their own fears, their own lack of direction. It is never truly about you, it is about them. So the question is not about whether they succeed in pulling you down. The real question is, will you choose to descend to their level, or will you rise above? The moment you let their actions affect you, you are allowing them to control your state of being. You are giving them power over your emotions, over your thoughts, and over your happiness. But if you rise, if you choose to use their negativity as fuel for your own ascent, they become irrelevant, their words lose weight, their actions lose power. You remain untouched, unshaken, and unwavering in your path. Think of the eagle soaring high in the sky. No matter how many stones are thrown at it, it will never stop flying. The stones meant to harm will simply fall back to the ground, far below the eagle's flight. In the same way, when people try to harm you with their words, their negativity, or their jealousy, do not engage. Do not let it distract you. Instead, rise higher, focus on your goals, your vision, your purpose. Build something that reflects the strength and clarity within you, something so significant that it stands as proof of your resilience and your dedication. You have to understand that no one can bring you down unless you allow them to. The best way to prove them wrong is not through retaliation or revenge, but through your growth. As you continue to evolve, as you continue to build a life full of joy, success, and peace, they will have no choice but to watch from the sidelines. And as they do, they will realize that their efforts to break you were futile because your growth was unstoppable. Use their attempts to bring you down as an opportunity to shine brighter. Let their negativity be the spark that ignites your determination. Every challenge, every obstacle, every attempt to undermine you is an opportunity to demonstrate who you really are. It is a chance to prove to yourself that you are bigger than any insult, stronger than any attack, and more capable than anyone ever imagined. When you rise above the noise, you not only prove your strength, but you also set an example for others who are watching. You show them that it is possible to remain peaceful in the face of adversity, to remain focused when others are distracted, and to stay true to your vision even when the world around you tries to shake your foundation. Your success is not just for you, it is a lesson for everyone who witnesses it. It teaches others that no matter how many times life tries to knock them down, they can always rise higher, stand taller, and keep moving forward. If someone hurts you and you react with anger, they control you. But if you remain peaceful and focused, you win. The real power is in not allowing anyone to disturb your inner well-being. When someone causes you pain, the most natural response is often to lash out, to get angry, to seek some form of justice or revenge. In these moments, it feels as though your anger is the only thing that can balance the scales, to make you feel better or to restore some sense of power. But the truth is, every time you react with anger, you allow the other person to control your emotions. You are handing over your peace, your clarity, your strength to someone else, letting them determine how you feel in that very moment. Anger becomes a chain that binds you to them, and instead of being free, you are trapped in the cycle of reacting to their actions. Imagine your mind as a vast, clear sky. When anger enters, it is like a dark cloud. The cloud may block out your clarity, your calm, and your peace, but only if you choose to focus on it. If you feed the cloud with your energy, it grows, it expands, and it overshadows everything around you. However, if you choose not to engage with that cloud, it will eventually pass. The sky remains unaffected. The power is not in what the cloud does, but in how you choose to respond. When you remain peaceful in the face of hurt, you regain control. Peace is a force far stronger than anger. Anger can make you feel powerful for a moment, but it drains you, it depletes you, and in the end it leaves you empty. Peace, on the other hand, fills you up. It gives you the strength to think clearly, to make wise decisions, and to rise above any situation. When you remain calm, you prevent others from dictating how you feel. You take back control of your emotional state. You choose not to let someone else's actions disturb your inner peace. In this world, there will always be people who try to hurt you, whether intentionally or unintentionally. They will speak against you, they will criticize you, and they may even try to break you. But your power does not lie in how others treat you, it lies in how you choose to respond to them. If you allow their actions to control your emotions, you become a slave to their behavior. But if you choose to remain unaffected, you become free. You become a master of your emotions, your mind, and your life. This does not mean you ignore the pain, nor does it mean you suppress your feelings. It means that you do not allow your emotions to control you. You acknowledge the hurt, you feel it, but you do not let it consume you. Instead of reacting impulsively, you create space between the stimulus and your response. This space is where your power lies. In that space, you can choose to respond with calm, with wisdom, and with grace. You can choose not to let the situation drag you into chaos. True power is in maintaining your peace in the face of conflict. When you remain composed, when you do not give in to the urge to lash out, you create a force field around you that is nearly impossible to penetrate. People may try to provoke you, but when they see that their efforts are futile, they will eventually stop. The more you stay centered, the more you radiate a kind of silent strength that others cannot ignore. The real victory is in mastering your emotions and reactions. No one can control you unless you let them. When you maintain your inner peace, you not only protect your own well-being, but you also send a powerful message to those around you that no matter what happens, you remain steady, unshaken, and unwavering in your commitment to your own peace. This is the highest form of strength, the strength that comes from within. Every experience, good or bad, can be your teacher. Let the pain refine you, not define you. Use it to become wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. Life is constantly presenting us with lessons, and often the most profound lessons come from our most difficult experiences. Pain, betrayal, disappointment, these are the things we dread. But they are also the things that have the potential to teach us the most. When someone hurts you, the instinct may be to view the experience through the lens of victimhood, to allow it to define who you are. But that is not the way of growth. Pain is not meant to keep you small. It is meant to shape you, to refine you, and to make you more capable of facing the challenges ahead. When we go through difficult moments, our mind often fixates on the injustice or the wrongness of it all. We may feel that we have been wronged, that we didn't deserve the hurt, that it's unfair. And while those feelings are natural, if we remain stuck in them, we miss the opportunity for growth. Every challenge, every setback can either break you or build you, depending on how you choose to approach it. The choice is not whether you will experience pain, it is how you will respond to it. Pain has the power to either hold you down or elevate you, and that power lies in your perspective. The moment you decide that this pain, this hurt, will not define you, that it will not be the end of your story, but rather a chapter in your journey, serve you free yourself. You stop allowing the negative experience to control you, and instead you allow it to teach you. You begin to ask the right questions. What can I learn from this? What does this teach me about myself, about life, about others? The moment you turn pain into a lesson, you reclaim your power. One of the most profound things about suffering is that it has the potential to make us more compassionate. When you experience pain, you gain a deeper understanding of what it feels like to suffer. And when you understand suffering, you become more capable of offering empathy and kindness to others. It's easy to be compassionate when everything is going well, but it's in the moments of hardship that you are truly tested. The ability to rise above your own pain and extend love to others is what deepens your humanity. Furthermore, pain has the ability to build strength that you never knew existed within you. Think of a muscle. To grow stronger, it must be torn down first, and then it rebuilds itself stronger than before. The same is true for your emotional and psychological strength. When life challenges you, you are given the chance to stretch, to evolve, and to strengthen your inner resilience. If you allow yourself to grow through the experience, you become tougher, more adaptable, and more confident in your ability to face whatever comes next. We also must realize that no experience, no matter how painful, is wasted. Everything that happens, every encounter, every hardship, is an opportunity to grow. It is a moment to refine your character, to sharpen your mind, and to deepen your understanding of what truly matters. The people who have experienced the most pain and yet still remain kind, loving, and strong are the ones who have truly learned how to turn their suffering into wisdom. They have learned not to allow the pain to consume them, but to use it as a stepping stone to reach greater heights. The key is to not let the experience define you, but to use it as a tool for your own evolution. Don't let the hurt linger and hold you back. Don't let it make you bitter or resentful. Let it make you better. Let it guide you toward becoming the person you were meant to be, a person who is not just resilient, but wise, compassionate, and stronger than ever before. When you begin to see life's challenges as opportunities for growth, you unlock a level of potential you never knew you had.